There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is by Zor. And we've got some serious construction going on, some CGA graphics, and this is Oligopoly, which sounds a bit like Monopoly. We've got beautiful PC speaker theme, designed by James Kerwin, programmed by John Blue and Michael de Saint Hippolyte. Wow. Hit any key to begin. Okay, how many players? Oh, so it's a multiplayer game. Well, name of player 1, Lawnie, and name of player 2, James. I know, I could have picked a silly name, but let's just play it by the book. Lawnie's turn. Okay. James picks red cabbage. You pick Boston lettuce. Boston lettuce wins. Get $8 million. Good grief. And then we've got a nice zoom in of the world. Ah, right. So at the top, we've got our cash and our worth. And Greece is apparently 6 million. So, yeah, let's just buy Greece. Okay, James's turn. All right. Some zoom into the planet here. Indonesia. It's worth 8 million. Will you buy it? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Other business? Let's hit Y and see what happens. So we have the option to invest, borrow, sell, or resign. It appears to be keyboard driven and quite slow. And it looks like this is like a first-person Monopoly game. Which is interesting. Except it's oligopoly. You're an oligarch, you have millions of dollars, and you can just do as you please. So I hit the boat and nothing happened there. Maybe I need to hit spacebar. No? Okay. Lawnie's turn. So I think the bits at the bottom, if you choose to have another go, do actually do something. So Hong Kong's 10 million. Yeah, let's pick up Hong Kong. James's turn. So it didn't ask me if I had any other business there. It just went straight back to my turn. I have to say that the graphics, the CGA graphics are done quite well. And here's a country that doesn't exist anymore. Yugoslavia. Will I buy it? Yes. Let's just keep buying everything. And it keeps asking James if he has any other business. So, Lawnie is currently defeating James, possibly due to that horse race. So, Lawnie's turn again. And I think I'm beginning to see the limitations of the game here. It's a nice concept. Will I buy Iraq? Look at the icon. Oil. No. I've decided against it. Other business, yes. Let's just have a look and see. So we have the option to resign. We have presumably the location there as detailed by the icon. There's a car. Oh, is that... These are just the icons of all the things that we have. Right. So with the option to buy Iraq, we can continue on our merry journey. And then each of those icons, I believe, is a country that we own. So we can invest or borrow or sell or whatever. Interesting. So back to James's turn. I think I've seen the bulk of everything that happens here. I think it picks a random country in the world, gives you the option to buy it, and then much like the housing system in Monopoly, if you then buy, I nearly say property, a country, and then the other person lands on it, then yeah. So there's quarterly shipping interest reports. So shipping costs and shipping profits, marginal impact on everything. So that changes the cash and the worth. Okay. I wish I knew how to navigate those menus properly, but West Germany. Wow. That dates it. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll buy West Germany. Other business? Yeah. Let's have a look at this. So, if I hit I to invest, current profit, 1.5 million. The expected profit is 3 million. And I think invest, if you see in a little square underneath the car, I think that's the equivalent of putting houses on your property. But the problem with this is there are so many countries. It's not like Monopoly in that there's a limited number of, board squares. I wonder. Press enter to invest. So old profit was 1.5, new profit's 3 million, and we can just escape out of that. So we've reached what, turn 6 or 7 or whatever, and nobody has hit anybody else's country so far. Will I buy China for 8 million? Okay. No other business. James is boring. And Lawnie's net worth is still skyrocketing, but his cash flow's gone down a bit. That appears to be it. Just keeps going that way. And unfortunately, it does appear to have a lot of countries. Like, I could see this working really well if it was just Europe or just Africa or somewhere else, rather than the entire world. But because it's the entire world, you'd need a significant number of players in order to justify a Monopoly-style game here. I will not buy Thailand, and I have no other business. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's going to have Taiwan, it'll have absolutely everything. We'll get Mozambique next, So I'm going to leave it here. Not because it's a bad idea. A first-person Monopoly game where you play an oligarch randomly buying countries is a cool concept. The interface, it's okay, but it's not tremendous. I mean, I'd say if you consulted the manual, you'd pick it up fairly quickly. And obviously, it's a local multiplayer game, so you need somebody else there to enjoy it. I've already pointed out the big problem here. So unless you have 4 or 5 different friends all crowded around the same screen, then you're going to have to wait a while before anybody hits your country and you get that sweet, sweet money. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on my channel, and if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you don't have as much money as an oligarch, but have strength of character and an embiggened spirit, you might be one of my wealthy at heart patrons. Look at those great names. Wonderful individuals. And their collective worth to me is far more than any country. So yeah, interesting idea, interesting execution, but there are a few flaws. Oligopoly. Until next time.